Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Deep Dive. I'm Ethan, and today we're going to be talking all about unlocking your potential.
That's right.
Really getting out of your own way when it comes to personal growth.
Yeah.
And to help us navigate this, we've got Chloe, our expert on all things self-sabotage.
Absolutely.
And how to bust through it.
It's great to be here, Ethan.
Yes.
We are going to equip you with some seriously practical skills today.
Awesome.
And don't worry if we throw out any terms you're not familiar with.
Yeah?
We'll have a vocabulary review.
Of course.
With Sophie waiting for you at the end.
All right, so let's dive right in.
Let's do it.
The first thing that really struck me when we were prepping for this was the idea of changing your environment.
Oh, yeah.
It might sound basic,
Absolutely.
but it's amazing how powerful it can be.
Yeah, think of it like this.
Yeah.
If you're trying to think positive thoughts,
Yeah.
but you're standing in a meat locker,
Yeah.
you're still going to be freezing. Your surroundings absolutely impact your mindset.
And it's not just the physical space, right?
Right.
It's the people we surround ourselves with, too.
Exactly.
It's like that saying, you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with.
It's so true.
If those 5 people are constantly dragging you down,
Yeah.
it's going to be a lot harder to climb uphill.
And the interesting thing is,
Yeah.
you have way more control over this than you might realize.
Right.
We often think we're stuck with the people we work with or the family we grew up with.
Right.
But what about online?
Oh, yeah.
Who are you following?
Good point.
Whose opinions are shaping your thoughts?
It's like choosing who has the power of opinion over your life.
Yeah.
You get to decide
You do.
who you're letting influence your thoughts and beliefs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And sometimes the most effective way to hit the reset button is to make a big change.
Oh, wow.
It could be moving to a new city,
Yeah.
starting a new job, or even changing your whole career path.
Huge,
It doesn't mean there was anything wrong with who you were before.
right?
It's about creating the space to become who you want to be next.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've shaken things up
Right.
in a new environment.
Okay.
Now, this is where it gets really interesting.
It does.
It's about actually doing the things instead of just knowing about them.
That's right.
We've all been there.
Right.
We read a great book
Yeah.
or hear a brilliant piece of advice
Yeah.
and think, this is it. I'm going to change my life.
Oh, yeah.
But then nothing happens.
But then the classic trap.
Okay.
We get stuck in overthinking,
Yeah,
planning, analyzing.
I'm very good at that.
We spend so much time preparing to act that we never actually get around to it.
I'm definitely guilty of that.
Right.
I'll be reading a book about productivity and get so caught up in highlighting every sentence
Yeah.
that I forget to actually apply any of the tips.
It's like we're afraid to mess up, so we stay stuck in this endless loop of preparation.
Oh,
But here's the thing. Action is what creates momentum.
I like that.
Even if it's a small step.
Yeah.
Just doing something gets the ball rolling.
Okay, so action is key.
Action is key.
But what about when things get tough?
Right.
It's easy to start blaming other people or circumstances for our lack of progress.
Yes, it is.
This is where the whole don't blame anyone idea comes in, right?
Absolutely. It's about taking responsibility for our own lives.
Yeah.
Now, this doesn't mean we should beat ourselves up for past mistakes.
Right.
It's about shifting our focus
Okay.
from what we can't control to what we can.
I love how you put that.
Yeah.
It reminds me of when I decided to get sober.
Oh, wow.
I didn't go around preaching to everyone else about how they should change.
Right.
I just focused on myself
Okay.
and what I could control.
That's such a powerful approach.
Yeah.
And it's applicable to so many areas of life.
Absolutely.
Are you using other people or situations as an excuse for not achieving your goals?
That's a good question.
That's a question worth asking ourselves, honestly.
All right, so we're taking action.
Yeah.
We're owning our choices.
Okay.
And now we need to tackle the dragon.
Oh.
Wait, avoid the dragon.
Avoid the dragon.
What does that even mean?
Think of it this way.
Okay.
If you're trying to eat healthier,
Mm-hmm.
one of the first things you might do is clear out all the junk food in your house, right?
Yeah.
You're not relying on willpower alone.
Right.
You're setting yourself up for success by
Okay.
removing the temptation altogether.
I like that. It's
Yeah.
like being strategic about our environment to make it easier to make good choices.
Yes.
So instead of facing the dragon of temptation head on,
Right.
we're making its lair a lot less appealing.
Exactly. Or let's say, that Going to certain social events always leads to unhealthy habits.
Oh, yeah. I know a few.
You can choose to avoid those events altogether.
Yeah.
Or maybe you arrive later
Right.
after the main temptation is gone.
Right.
It's about knowing your triggers and being proactive.
Okay, so we've tackled the external stuff,
Right.
our environment, our actions, our temptations.
Yeah.
Now we've got to go inward and face the ultimate dragon, our inner critic.
Yes.
Yeah.
That voice that loves to tell us
I know it. Well,
we're not good enough,
Yeah.
smart enough, or
Right.
talented enough.
yeah.
We can be so hard on ourselves, can't we?
Oh, yeah, this reminds me of someone I work with.
Okay.
He takes everything personally.
Oh, no.
If something goes wrong,
Yeah.
he automatically assumes it's his fault,
Wow.
even if it has nothing to do with him.
It's like our brains are wired to focus on the negative.
Wow.
But here's the good news.
What's that?
We can actually rewire our thinking.
Oh.
There are specific techniques we can use
Really?
to quiet that inner critic.
So what are some practical things we can do when we feel that negativity creeping in?
Well, one powerful tool is gratitude.
Oh, yeah.
When you're feeling down on yourself,
Yeah.
try shifting your focus to what you're grateful for.
Right.
It could be something as simple as a warm cup of coffee
Okay.
or a sunny day.
Right. I've also heard that visualization can be really helpful.
Absolutely.
Spending a few minutes each day visualizing your goals and dreams can actually help reprogram your subconscious mind for success.
And don't underestimate the power of physical activity.
Oh, right.
Even a quick 5-minute workout can release endorphins
Okay.
and shift your energy.
These are great tips.
Yeah.
It's so easy to get caught up in our heads.
Right.
But these are concrete things we can do to shift our mindset.
Right.
And sometimes it helps to get an outside perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Talking to a trusted friend
Yeah.
or mentor
Right.
can help us see things more objectively.
That's such a good point.
Yeah.
Sometimes we need someone else to help us separate constructive self-critique. Right.
Which is about identifying areas for improvement
Okay.
from destructive self-criticism,
Right.
which just tears us down.
So we've acknowledged the inner critic. We've
Right.
got some tools to manage it.
Yeah.
And now it's time to replace those negative habits with positive ones.
Right.
What are some practical strategies for making this happen?
Well, it's not enough to just stop doing something right.
Right.
We have to fill that void
Okay.
with something that supports our growth.
I like that.
Think about it like this.
Yeah.
If you're trying to quit smoking,
Mm-hmm.
you might replace that habit
Right.
with chewing on toothpicks
Okay.
or taking up knitting to keep your hands busy.
I see. So it's about finding a healthier way to fulfill the same need.
Exactly.
And there are so many tools and resources available now to help us with this.
That's right.
Yeah.
There are apps that can block distracting websites.
Okay.
Timers that can remind us to take breaks.
Yeah.
And habit tracking apps that can
Yeah.
help us stay accountable. Okay, I see.
It's about finding what works for you
Yeah.
and building a system that supports your goals.
Okay, systems and consistency. That brings us to the idea of dedicating ourselves to 1,000 days of effort towards our goals.
Yes.
Wow, 1,000 days, that's a serious commitment.
It sounds like a long time,
Yep.
but think about it.
Yeah.
4,000 days is just under 3 years.
Right.
And consistent effort over that period of time can lead to incredible results.
Wow,
It's the power of compounding.
I like that.
Small, consistent actions add up over time to create massive change.
I love that. It's like building a house.
Mm-hmm.
You need a strong foundation to support everything else you build on top of it.
Yeah.
And that foundation is built through consistent effort, day after day.
And what's really amazing is that this consistent effort doesn't just lead to external results.
Right.
It builds self-confidence.
Yeah.
You're proving to yourself that you can keep your promises,
Right, yeah.
even the ones you make to yourself.
So we've got the foundation built.
Okay.
We're taking action.
All right.
We're being consistent.
Mm-hmm.
But it's important to celebrate along the way, right?
Absolutely.
This is where the idea of rewarding ourselves comes in.
This is where we make the game of personal growth fun.
Right.
It's not just about grit and discipline.
Right.
It's also about enjoying the journey and acknowledging our wins.
I love that. It reminds me of when I was training for my first Ironman triathlon.
Oh, wow.
To stay motivated,
Yeah.
I actually put my family vacation on the line.
Wow. Okay.
If I didn't finish the race in a certain time, the whole trip was off.
That's intense.
It was.
But it shows how powerful it can be to align rewards with our goals.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be that extreme.
Right.
Even small rewards along the way can keep us motivated.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It could be treating yourself to a nice dinner after a week of consistent workouts,
Uh-huh.
or buying a new book after hitting a savings goal.
Okay.
Those little celebrations make a big difference.
And speaking of rewards,
Yeah.
let's talk about the ultimate reward, inner peace and happiness.
Wow.
That's where the 9th and final step comes in.
Whoa.
Don't compare yourself to others.
Ah, yes, the classic trap of comparison.
Yeah.
It's so easy to fall into, especially in today's world of social media,
I know.
where everyone seems to be showcasing their highlight reel.
Yeah, it's like we're
Yeah.
constantly bombarded with images and stories that make us question our own worth and progress.
It's true.
We compare our finances,
Yeah.
our relationships, our careers, everything.
It's so easy. I've been building businesses for over 25 years,
Wow.
and it's still easy to forget that success doesn't happen overnight.
That's so true.
People often compare their chapter 1
Yeah.
to someone else's chapter 10
Right.
without considering the years of effort and experience that went into it.
That's such a great point.
Yeah.
We all have our own unique journeys and
Right.
timelines.
Yeah.
The only comparison that truly matters is you versus you yesterday.
That's a fantastic reminder.
Yeah.
This actually reminds me of a conversation I had with my dad recently.
Okay.
He said the one thing he admires about me is my consistency.
Oh.
Consistently showing up and putting in the work,
That's great.
even when things get tough.
Yeah.
And that's what matters most.
And what's fascinating is that when we shift our focus from comparison to self-improvement,
Yeah.
we tap into a much more powerful source of motivation.
Okay.
We're no longer trying to keep up with others.
Right.
We're striving to become the best versions of ourselves.
That's a great point to end on for this part of our deep dive.
Well, almost.
Oh, well.
Remember, if any of those terms we use were new to you, don't worry.
Right.
Sophie has a vocabulary review for you coming up next.
Exactly. But before you head over there,
Welcome back! We're diving into 10 key vocabulary words that can help you take control of your life and transform your habits. Chris, are you ready?
Absolutely. Sophie, let's make this fun and interactive. Everyone, get ready to repeat after us. Here comes our first word.
The first word is environment. Say it with me. Environment.
Nice job. Your environment refers to the surroundings or conditions where you live or operate.
Here's an example. Your environment has a huge impact on your mindset and productivity.
So, if you want to thrive, make sure your environment supports your goals. Next up is influence. Repeat after me. Influence.
Sophie, influence means the power to have an effect on someone or something.
Example time. Positive influences can help you reach your goals faster.
Surround yourself with people and things that uplift you, positive vibes only. Word 3. Procrastinate. Say it with us. Procrastinate.
Procrastinate means to delay or postpone something unnecessarily.
Example. Instead of procrastinating, start taking small steps toward your goals.
The trick is to take action. Don't let procrastination win. Our fourth word is temptation. Say it. Temptation.
Temptation is the desire to do something, especially something unwise.
Example. Removing temptations from your environment makes it easier to stay focused.
Goodbye. Distractions. Hello. Productivity. Here's a big one. Self-doubt. Say it with us. Self-doubt.
Self-doubt is a lack of confidence in yourself or your abilities.
For example, don't let self-doubt hold you back from pursuing your dreams.
Believe in yourself. You've got this. Number 6 is gratitude. Repeat after us. Gratitude.
Gratitude is about being thankful and showing appreciation.
Example. Practicing gratitude can shift your mindset and improve your outlook.
A thankful heart is a happy heart. Up next, we have discipline. Say it with me. Discipline.
Discipline is training yourself to follow rules or stick to a code of behavior.
Example: developing discipline is essential for achieving long-term success.
It's all about staying focused and consistent. Word 8. Milestones. Say it. Milestones.
Milestones are significant events or achievements in your progress.
Example: celebrating milestones can keep you motivated throughout your journey.
Every step forward counts, celebrate them. Here's number 9. Comparison. Say it with us. Comparison.
Comparison means evaluating similarities and differences between things.
Example: avoid unhealthy comparisons and focus on your personal growth.
Remember, your journey is unique, own it. And finally, we have determination. Say it. Determination.
Determination is a firm decision to achieve a goal, no matter the challenges.
For example, with determination, you can overcome any obstacle and reach your potential.
Keep going, you're stronger than you think. That wraps up our vocabulary session for today.
We hope you enjoyed learning these words and feel inspired to use them in your journey towards success.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Remember, small changes lead to big transformations.
See you next time. Keep striving and thriving.
This is the end of today's episode, but remember, learning English doesn't stop here. There's so much more to explore, so make sure to check out our other episodes to keep your English journey going. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and stay updated with our latest lessons. Keep practicing, keep growing, and we'll see you in the next episode. Happy learning!